Once we've clicked the New Target button, we get to choose the basic settings for our target group. The first one is a name. By default, it will always be a New Target Group 1. I highly recommend to always label the target groups which you set up to be able to easily identify which target group was set up for what, as well as on your billing cycle. As you've seen in the previous video, you will get one line per target group, and however you named your target group, that is how the line is being named within the invoice. Let's call this, for example, UK. And then we actually start setting up our target group. First, we select the country. Here we have all of the countries available where Dynata does have a panel. And you have full access to every single panel available in every single country we own. You can go from Argentina, Austria, down to the UK, United States, and America. It is important to take into account that some countries might have a bigger panel behind it than others. So for example, the United States or the UK are two of our biggest panels, while if you go, for example, to Thailand, it is smaller. But you will see straight away, once you've set up this setting bit, if the actual amount which you're looking for is feasible without even setting any attributes up. For the purpose of this demonstration, I'm going to take the United Kingdom for now. And we can see here, we automatically have a language selected. In this case, it's English UK. Clicking on this dropdown also shows us there's just one language available. We have automatically our main source set up. Here, you're going to be able to select which source you want to use. By default, it will be selected with Dynata Consumer, which includes all of Dynata's proprietary consumer and business panels. Any third-party panel that you would need can be set up via our Samplify marketplace, and after that would be available here to select as a sample source. And we can see down here that optional for estimates field, which is where if you set up a survey, this is where you would connect the survey, but we get to this at a later stage. Here we put in the LOI, which we estimate for our survey. In case you're unsure of how long the LOI of your study is, we usually recommend taking the amount of questions and divide them by 3 to get to a close enough number for the LOI. You can always test it and change it at a later stage as well. Then we're going to select how many completes do we want. In this case, I'm just going to use 1000. We're going to be asked to put an incidence rate in. I use 80. And how long do we want to be in field? In this case, I'm just going to use 5. And then the last option in the settings is what delivery mode do we want to use? You got 3 delivery modes available. The first one is even. Even means we literally want a straight line of completes throughout the 5 days. It would take the 1000 completes and divide them by 5, which means you would get 200 completes per day. Those 200 completes per day will also not just be achieved in the morning. The system tries to achieve them from the morning to the evening, then automatically pauses as soon as 200 completes are achieved, and restarts automatically on the next day, and does the same thing again. From the morning to the evening, it tries to spread the 200 completes which you need. The second one is the one which is the default whenever you're at a new target group, which is standard. Standard means we are slightly front-loading our sample. So in this case, we would try to achieve about 80% of our sample within 3 days. The reason for that is most of the time, we do have people who speed through surveys, who need to be taken out because of bad open ends and straight lining. And to accommodate the time to pause your field, clean for quality-related purposes, and then continue, the field is front-loaded a little bit so that by the 5th day, we definitely have the 1000 completes which we need, including everything which we need to fill up in addition to for what has been cleaned out. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and we hope you found this video series helpful. Please reach out to us in case of any questions, and be sure to ask Dynata for end-to-end help with your research and audience needs.